Hey everyone, my name is Jose, and this is my Ellipsoid Calculator for CS-112. I'm going to walk you through the code, what each part does, what was tricky, how I solved it. So for lab number 7, we were tasked with creating an ellipsoid calculator that gives us the surface area and the volume of an ellipsoid. It has 3 radiuses, and we're to create these 3 functions using these 2 formulas right here. This one's formula for surface area, and this one's for volume. So let's get started real quick. At the top of my code, I import the math module so I can use math.py in the formulas and also use math.pal for exponents later on. You could also probably use something like NumPy to do something similar. Next, I declare 3 global variables that we need on our a-axis radius, b, and c. These are the 3 radiuses of the ellipsoid, and I initialize them as float set to 0. These are going to be updated later based on the user's input. Then we have the function that calculates the surface area of the ellipsoid. This was probably the hardest part of the entire lab, not because of the math itself, but because it was really easy to mess up the order of operations with all the exponents and parentheses. Originally, I tried to write the entire formula in one big line like this, and technically it works, but it's really easy to misplace a parenthesis or get the order wrong, which leads to either bad output or really hard to find bugs. So to fix that, I broke it down into 3 chunks, product 1, 2, and 3, and that makes it easier to read and less parentheses in the end. So if we look back into our formula sheet, we can see that this is product 1, this is product 2, and this is product 3, and so in the end this looks a lot cleaner than trying to do it all in one line. Also, just to show that I understand both ways of doing exponents in Python, I used math.pal for product 1, and then for product 2 and 3 I just used the regular star star operators. I think those are a little cleaner and it saves some time. The volume function is a lot simpler. It uses the standard ellipsoid volume formula. One line is all you need here. It's pretty straightforward. As we can see from our file, it's just one line right here, and we have the same one liner right here. So no parentheses or anything, just one line is all you need here. The next function is the one that we use to get the user input for each of the 3 axis radii. I use float to make sure it accepts decimal values. I made the variables global so I can access them anywhere in the program, including from surface area and the volume function. Now if we scroll down, we get to our main function. At the bottom of the program, I call all the functions in order. First we get the user input, then we calculate our surface area, then we calculate our volume, and then we return the value in the area that we find. And here's a demonstration of that in action. And as you can see, it matches our left side right here. So overall, the easiest part was setting up the structure and writing the volume function. That part was pretty straightforward. The hardest part was definitely the surface area formula. I originally tried to do it all in one line, but it was confusing. Breaking it down into 3 smaller pieces made it a lot easier to understand and way less error prone. We also showed that we can do exponents in 2 different ways. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. Have a nice day. Bye.